I guess it's that time of year again. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel called Business Basics, and I'm dressed up in this nice Christmas outfit because I want to share with you some ideas that I really think that you can capitalize on during the holiday season. This can include gift wrapping, snow shoveling, but a lot of things that you can really step in and are needs for consumers. Let's face it, the holiday season is stressful. There's a lot of things that you have to do, like different errands. So when you're starting a business, you can really help out consumers, create value, and focus on pain points. Let's make the holiday experience more memorable and easier. So here are some business ideas that I really think that we should capitalize on, and I'm going to show you why they're such good ideas. Now, if you're new to this channel, I post videos on business basics, fundamentals, and things that you should know before you start a business. Now, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and you can hit the bell notification so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Now, let's get started with some business ideas. But first, I just want to talk about why it's such a good idea to start a business during the winter holidays. Let's face it, people spend money during the holiday season, and a lot of money as well. Think about it, they spend much more money than they would than any other month during the year because you have to buy Christmas decorations, maybe a nice tree, lights, you're gonna buy a nice dinner and food. So all of this means that there's gonna be a lot of spending and businesses love it. In fact, I actually read somewhere that there's a phenomenon called Christmas creep, in which retailers are trying to extend the holiday season into November, October, and even September. And retailers notice because holiday season means that you're in a good mood, there's good vibes, and you want to spend a lot of money. And retailers try to capitalize on these sales. You can run holiday sales, promotions, and really provide value to consumers because consumers are stressed out. They have a lot of different errands to do during the holiday season. So why not step in and make it a much more pleasant experience during the holidays? Maybe, you want to make some Christmas cards and then make some nice Christmas cards so that consumers don't have to run around buying all these different things. There's a lot of limitless possibilities for business ideas that you could start. And it's also quite fun too. I love the holiday season. It's a great time to gather around and share experiences and really, meet friends and family, talk about the year, and reminisce in a really good time. So here are some business ideas you can start, and let's get to number one. The first business idea I have for you, cookies and pastries. Think about it. You go to a party, you can bring some pie or some other food, but why not bring some Christmas themed, some decadent treats? You can start this business out of your own kitchen, and many households are looking to bring these to parties. You can also do delivery, pickup, and people love hot, fresh baked goods at this time of year. You could also do other foods, soup, coffee, eggnog, some Christmas themed desserts, but cookies and pastries are pretty straightforward to do. All you have to do is make a nice dough. You can buy some supplies. Maybe you have these supplies at home. And if you like baking, this can be a really profitable business because you're starting out of your own home. You're using your own, ovens, knives, and utensils and supplies. And people like making cookies, or at least some people, and they actually start a business as well. This can also be a business that can be done by teenagers as well. Baking doesn't have to be very difficult, and these designs are, pretty straightforward. A little bit of red, you can add some food coloring. It's not too difficult, so this might be a business that you want to start. Especially, you can cater to businesses that have staff meetings, and you can provide these treats, and it's a really good vibe, and it's also a very popular business because I see a lot of people making these cookies, and I think to myself, why don't you start selling them? There'd be an incredible demand, and people want to bring these treats to their friends and families. Idea number one, cookies, pastries, and Christmas themed treats. This idea has to do with installing Christmas lights or even designing an interior space. The holiday decoration service business and industry is quite interesting because, let's face it, especially for seniors, installing Christmas lights can be very dangerous. So you could be physically manually installing the lights themselves, or maybe going into a business and giving them some ideas on how to design their retail space. So, businesses are also looking for people to help them to decorate spaces. So you don't have to just cater to families and households, but if you have some ideas on how to add some Christmas flair, like where to put poinsettias, lights, and Christmas trees, consider starting this business. If you can use a ladder and can bear cold weather, you can also install these lights as well, and this can be a big help for a lot of families. Here's the next business idea: gift wrapping. And if you think about it, a lot of people don't really know how to gift wrap or to make it look as nice as, the stores. So this business is good because people can be lazy, they have multiple errands to do. So why not help them do one of their tasks on their list? You could work near a gift and toy store or maybe ask for a table. So if somebody buys a toy from, let's say, Toys R Us, they walk out, wow, you can gift wrap for them. And it works well for both businesses because Toys R Us customers are looking for their gift to be wrapped, but Toys R Us maybe can't provide it, or maybe they do provide it. But all I'm saying is that you can really partner up with a local business, open up a table, and wrap some really nice presents. And you can do this all year round. And you can even do this on Valentine's Day. So gift wrapping can be a lucrative business. And if you know how to do it properly, you can make it look nice. And you can even make your own gift wrap too. Maybe you have some unique designs that you can add to the gift wrapping service to increase the spend of the customer. So gift wrapping is the third idea. Here is the fourth idea. If you are a creative individual and you have a lot of ideas for things like ornaments, t-shirts, if you can think about it, consumers may want to buy it. So look to Etsy for some inspiration. If you're kind of handsy, creative, people buy all sorts of things on the internet. There's people selling Christmas cards, wreaths, ornaments. So maybe there's an unfilled market gap in terms of an ornament or maybe like a little gift that people want to buy. So there's a lot of unique sellers. For example, you can do a Christmas ornaments. You can put this on a tree. I bought a lot of Christmas cards and holiday cards for all of my students. So that can be a type of business that you could start. Think about things that you can make that's handcrafted, and a lot of people, or there's a big market for handcrafted, local, unique gifts because maybe people don't want to support the big businesses. So if you make things that from hand, that can be a big selling point for a lot of consumers. Here's another business idea, and where I live, there's not a lot of demand because it only snows maybe like 15 to 20 days a year, if that. But if you live in an area where there's a lot of snow, consider starting a snow shoveling business. It requires a little bit of manual labor, but this is a business that's not too terribly difficult to start because there's a low monetary cost and maybe you have a shovel at home. This is a business that even kids and teenagers can do. But there's also some big companies that specialize in this and make a lot of money. So you don't have to do this for just the Christmas season, but this extends towards January and February as well. If you want a snow shovel during the winter months, this can be a very interesting business idea that you can start. And the last idea that I'll talk about in depth is related to babysitting or just watching over youth, because we don't know what's going to happen in the next few weeks in terms of the pandemic. For example, some places are giving, kids an extended winter break, and you could really capitalize on this because maybe parents have to go to work and they need somebody to watch over the kids or maybe help them with some schoolwork. So babysitting can be an interesting business idea. So maybe you get an extra 2 weeks of winter break, one in December, one in January, depending on where you live. I'm not sure about the situation, because I know some schools are doing remote learning, some are in person, but we don't know what's going to happen in the next few weeks. Babysitting could really take off because, especially during the holidays, New Year's Eve, parents have to do errands or running around. They need somebody to watch over the kid. You could also do group babysitting for special events. So this can be an idea where if you have the first aid certification and you're mature enough to watch over some kids, this can be an idea that you could pursue. Here are some other business ideas that you might find interesting. And if you haven't done so already, just a friendly reminder to consider subscribing to my channel, or you can drop a like and comment down below. A lot of these ideas you can pursue during this holiday season, but others we need to think about in the context of the wider pandemic, because ideas such as personal shopper you might want to do because there's a lot of demand. People don't want to go out because they're afraid of contracting COVID-19. So that might be an idea that you want to pursue. You could really run errands for individuals. Other ideas like party planner might be a little bit more challenging because maybe you can't host bigger parties or conferences. So some ideas are good, some maybe you want to save for the future Christmas and holiday seasons. You can also sell wreaths and poinsettias. I think we discount the fact that a lot of businesses want to spend just as much as individuals and families. I'll give you a little bit of example. My friend used to have a flower shop in the family, and it was a family-run business, and they made a lot of money during the holiday season. Sell wreaths, poinsettias, flowers. It's a great idea and very profitable. You could also do house sitting because maybe families are really visiting other places and they're quite busy. Maybe they're out of state. So you could watch over some of the things in their house like the plants, maybe feed the cats and dogs, or just keep an eye on the business. You can also rent out displays, Christmas lights, decorations, do catering services, create customized cards, and even sell themed clothes and toys. So there's a lot of ideas you could pursue, and if there's demand for it, businesses and you yourself could provide the demand and satisfy the demand as well. That was a holiday themed episode on business ideas. I hope you found this to be very interesting. And consumers like to spend a lot on the holiday season, and there's a lot of demand, and the vibes are pretty good, and they're in generally a good mood. So businesses can use this to their advantage and capitalize and to really cater to consumer demand. So sell a variety of products and services that would meet the consumer demand. But you just be careful because you don't want to rush into this. Holiday businesses, like other businesses, require detailed planning, execution, and thought. So maybe you want to think twice about whether you want to start a holiday business, whether it's viable, because you're only really selling for a few weeks, maybe November, December. So you really have to be prepared, capitalize on all that demand, and then make enough money because you're only making this money during this period. That's the problem with holiday businesses. I wish it were Christmas all year round and the holiday season all year round, but it only lasts for a few weeks, so you have to be prepared so that you can capitalize on the demand. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you check out some of my other videos on this channel called Business Basics. I hope you have a safe, warm, and happy holiday season, and I'll see you later, okay? Bye-bye.